Welcome to the Tech Shed. This is the JBL Flip 7. Hit subscribe if you want to help me out, and let's not waste time, let's get straight into it. So, what's new? On the surface, the Flip 7 looks like the same reliable little speaker that JBL has been pushing for years, but there are some meaningful updates under the hood. You now have IP68 waterproofing and dustproofing as opposed to IP67, which means it can handle full submersion and sandy conditions with zero drama. The sound system's also being upgraded with a louder, brighter sound and a new AI sound boost feature designed to improve clarity and volume without introducing distortion. Bluetooth 5.4 is on board, and JBL has switched over to Auracast, leaving Party Boost behind. There's also lossless audio playback through USB-C, and the batteries had a small but welcome bump. Not to mention, there's now a push lock system where you can clip in a loop or a carabiner with a press of a button. I will go into more depth across the rest of the review. For now, let's get straight into what matters most, the price. The Flip 7 retails at $150 US, which is around $20 more than what the Flip 6 was at launch. Now that price puts it right in the mix with other portable speakers in this range, like the $150 US Bose SoundLink Flex, the $150 US UE Boom 3, and the slightly cheaper $130 US Sony ULT Field 1 or Sony ULT Field 1. Of course, there are always other options out there with varying prices as well, but we could go through those all day and it would take all day, so we're just gonna skip them. Value-wise, the Flip 7 mostly justifies its price, with upgraded durability, improved sound, and those new features I mentioned like Auracast and USB-C lossless audio. But it does skip a few things that you should be aware of. There's no microphone, there's no voice assistant support, and there's no backwards compatibility with older JBL speakers. The main competitors at this price point also offer their own perks. The SoundLink Flex has a microphone for calls, the ULT Field 1 supports voice assistants, and the UE Boom 3 allows for wireless charging. But to be fair, none of them match the Flip 7's rugged IP68 build, wired audio playback, and that new Auracast pairing. In regards to the design, JBL hasn't reinvented the wheel, and that's fine. It's still compact, it's still cylindrical, and it weighs just over half a kilo. It feels rock solid in hand with a durable mesh fabric and reinforced rubber ends that give it decent shock resistance. All very familiar, but as usual, all very good. The only real change here is JBL has added a new push lock clip system as mentioned. It replaces the adjustable carry strap from earlier models. It's simple, just click it in and it works. It works well. It feels solid, and you get this carabiner included in the box, which is a nice touch. The buttons are where they always are: power, Bluetooth, Auracast, volume, and so on. Again, it works well, no need to change it. One minor gripe I had is the USB-C port is uncovered, and while JBL says the speaker's fully sealed, it is an open invitation for sand or dirt to get involved. Now, audio quality is where things get a little more interesting. The Flip 7 sounds bigger and more refined than its predecessor. You've got a 25-watt woofer and a 10-watt tweeter working together for 35 watts of total output. That's roughly a 17% increase over the Flip 6's 30 watts. There's also the new feature I mentioned, JBL's AI Sound Boost, which monitors audio in real time and adjusts the signal to keep things loud, clear, and balanced. The result is tighter bass, sharper highs, and overall cleaner playback at any volume. And of course, if you want to dial things in yourself, the JBL Portable app includes a 7-band EQ, so you can fine-tune the sound to your liking. You can turn it up pretty loud, the bass makes a definite difference, although don't expect bone-shaking capabilities in a speaker this size, and for casual listening, outdoor gatherings, or even small indoor rooms, it performs well no matter the genre. It's not a replacement for a proper hi-fi system, but it performs well, especially when it's this small. Now, I realize I've mentioned these things quite a bit already, but there are two notable new features in the Flip 7. First, Auracast. This replaces the old Party Boost system. It lets you link up multiple compatible speakers for stereo or multi-room audio. It's simple, easy, and most importantly, it's quick. You don't have to wait, just press the button on each speaker and you're away. But there is a downside. Because of Auracast, there's no backwards compatibility. You'll need other, newer JBL speakers to take advantage of it. If you have an older Party mighty boost speaker, it won't work. Second, there's USB-C lossless audio. This lets you bypass Bluetooth entirely by plugging the Flip 7 directly into your phone or laptop using a USB-C cable. To activate it, power on the speaker, press and hold the play button, then connect your device via USB-C. You'll hear a chime confirming it's switched to wired playback, and from there it plays uncompressed digital audio with no Bluetooth lag or compression. It supports up to 24-bit 96 kHz resolution, which means cleaner, more accurate sound, a real win for audiophiles, especially if you're listening to high-res tracks or detail-heavy music on something like Tidal or Apple Music. JBL claims up to 14 hours of playback on the Flip 7 with an optional playtime boost mode, extending that to around 16 hours. And in my tests, it's pretty much bang on. Playtime boost works by lowering the volume and aggressively adjusting the EQ, mostly pulling back the bass and mid-range to save some power. The result, unfortunately, isn't particularly pleasant. It makes music sound thin and extremely tinny, almost like it's been flattened out for voice-only playback. But if you're running low and just need to squeeze out a couple more hours on the go, it does the job. So, let's cover the goods, the bads, and who I think will get some joy out of this speaker. The Flip 7 delivers a lot of wins, excellent sound for the size, a seriously rugged build, and features that feel built for the next few years, not the last few years. But it does come with some caveats. No support for older JBL systems, which is a major blow, no microphone, no smart extras like voice assistants or Wi-Fi connectivity, and it's also creeping upward in price, but to be fair, what isn't these days? If you're someone who wants a tough, great sounding speaker to take anywhere, the beach, the bush, a barbecue, this is a fantastic pick. If you're buying your first Bluetooth speaker and you want something that will hold up over time, it's a very strong choice. But if you already own a Flip 5 or 6 and are hoping to link them together, or if you want something that doubles as a speakerphone or a smart assistant, this probably isn't the one. That's it for the JBL Flip 7. If this helped you out, go on, hit that subscribe button. You've been watching The Tech Shed, and I'll see you in the next review.